Good afternoon. It's the 15th of July. We moved the finishing herd here. We finally finished grazing this field. Hey, buddy. We're there for a long time. 15th of July. Probably have to look back, but I would say a month and a half. I think there's 10 acres there, maybe. So that was really good. It was really decent quality too. A lot of green left in it, so they didn't need too much protein. So now they're on another field here. It's about 7 or 8 acres. And I just can't believe how thick this field is. This is always a pasture. Last year, I let it grow up in the spring till Memorial Day, then I bush hogged it. And there is just so much biomass here. I mean, this is where the cows were just for the morning. And I mean, look at the grass that they're still leaving behind here. And they have it down like a mat. There's a lot of stem. As you can see, it looks brown, but there's a ton of green in there. So they're just, since it's a finishing herd, they're just taking what's the best. I'm not forcing them to clean this up. If it was a cow herd, man, they'd have a feast out here. I'd make them pick it right clean, but just giving them little strips here, and there is just so much forage in here. And there's a lot of clover, a lot of legumes. You can see these yellow flowers here. That's all bird's foot trefoil. I'm very impressed with how this field has responded. I mean, even this, it's just all green, you know? It just, from a distance, you just see the orchard grass is all headed out and it looks brown, but there's so much green in there yet. So still plenty of protein for the cows. Not last year, but the year before, the winter before, I did feed hay here for a month and a half maybe. And they kind of mucked it up because we got a week of frozen ground that winter, and that's it. So they made some pug marks everywhere. I mean, where the bales were and whatnot. Last year it looked like crop circles out there all year, but this year it is just, I had to drive through it this morning to split the field with a fence. I can't believe the forage that's out there. It really makes it's really more than I've ever seen. Of course, we've had a ton of rain this year, so that's part of it, but yeah. I'm being paged. I can't hear. Okay. We got some vetch. We got a lot of vetch in this field, hairy vetch. Cows love that. They really do. And this is the finishing herd, so they're doing good. I got to sort off 4 of them. Hey, buddy. 4 of them. I'll probably sort them off in September, give them the last month by themselves. I'll have a field that will be real vegetative. So that way they will have the best forage at the end. And when I do that, I gotta really cut down the finishing herd's forage intake because they do eat a lot, because there are 4 animals that are 2.5, or they're about 2 years old now, 2.25. So they eat a lot. So it'd be nice to not have them eat so much. But I know it's hard to tell in the video how much forage is out here, but there's a ton. I mean, there's canary grass 6 feet tall. Everything else is 5 feet tall. There's some weeds, like right over here. You can see thistles. That's where I had a bale ring, or a bale was fed. But they do a great job at just matting this down, and this is going to be great for everything that's left here, just covering the soil. You know, when you have grass that's this thick, it's really good to get that mat down on the soil surface to preserve moisture, prevent the sunlight from hitting the ground, for weeds to grow and whatnot. You already have all that plants there. The situation where the cow herd is, the plant spacing is very far apart. You need the sunlight to hit the ground. That way you get something to grow, hopefully grass seeds. But when you have a field like this that there's plants every 2 millimeters, you really can just lay the mat of grass on the soil surface, and the bugs are going to break that down. It's going to hold in moisture. It's all around great. Cows are doing good too. I wasn't sure what they were going to think of it, but I gave them about half as big of an area tonight as I did this morning, just because I didn't want to put them in too confined of a area this morning. So I always give them a bigger area at first and then smaller strips, but they had a great gut feel and nobody was yelling at me. So just came over here to notice this. This is all goldenrod. And if you look, every single tip is eaten off. I wish I would eat it to the ground, but still, look at this is what an uneaten one looked like, and then look at all these. I mean, they must have ate the top foot off of them, so it's actually pretty impressive. So I think with that, we'll get out of here. I gotta do the mother herd. You have anything to say?
Hope you had a good summer.
Hope we have a good summer?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll sign off and we'll see you next time. Say bye.
Bye.
So I figured I'd throw a little update here on the cow herd. Yesterday I had a cow in heat, the light colored one. You can just see the top line of her back there. And I don't know if the bull got her. I actually saw him ride her once, and she stood for him. I don't know if the job got done or not, but this one here especially, but all of them, they just won't generally accept him yet into the herd. He's the closest he's been that I've seen him right now. Like, he would get close to her and the other cows would just drive him away. So I watched for probably a couple hours yesterday, and like I said, once I did see him rather, ride her, and she stood for him while she wasn't standing for anyone else. So I thought that was a positive sign. So who knows what happened but see, he just jumped. That one that got up, she's always pushing him out of the way too. And she's a little bigger than him, but he just needs to man up. He's very shy, which I guess, you don't want a bull coming after you and trying to kill you, but at the same time, you do want him to know that he is a bull and he's got the power to be able to stand his ground. So, but it's funny, it's not that hot out today. It's maybe 90. It was humid earlier. It's a little better now. The sun kind of burned off some of the humidity, but they do have shade way on the other side there, but they're just chilling over here in the sun. They got adapted, and even when they're laying down like that, then they're really adapted. They stand up a lot, or they will stand up when they're heat stressed, breathing heavy, but when they're laying down, that really means they're kind of content. They're all just chewing their cud. So we got to give them their nightly strip of grass. I'm surprised everyone's manure, I don't know if because we had so much rain this year, there's still quite a bit of green. Everyone's manure has been great here at the cow herd. I mean, it's all very loose, not runny, but not stacking up like it usually does mid-July. Usually like July, even end of June, seems like I gotta start feeding just, a bit of protein, but this year's been great. And you can see kind of how brown it is there. But there is still a lot of green. It's mostly bed straw, but getting in some decent, somewhat grasses in here. It's gonna be hard to tell, but this green patch here was two years ago, I guess. It just kind of up and died. Like, literally nothing was growing there. So I had some native grass or native prairie mix that I threw down here, and it really it really looks decent now. I mean, it's not thick, but there's a ton of native plants there, so I'm excited about that. So He must be content. Yeah, but the cows shouldn't come back into heat till next, let's see, today's Tuesday, so actually a week from today. She just must not have, the one that came into heat must not have taken to the synchronization, which will happen. Her heat patch didn't get rubbed off at all. Actually, it fell off, but it wasn't rubbed on or anything. I think it just fell off from the tail whacking it and whatnot. But so I don't know if she got bred. We'll find out in 21 days. Hopefully this guy can become part of the herd. I noticed too, he's got, and I kind of looked into it a little bit, he's got more flies on him than anybody. Not I don't know, not anybody, but he definitely has a lot of flies on him. His back especially, and usually on the, not bad now, usually on the his pole. But apparently flies are attracted to testosterone, that hormone. So that's why bulls will generally have more flies. Like, I can't tell on my screen, but he's loaded. And you'll have cows that have like none. My Angus definitely. Got 2 black Angus and a red Angus. They are always the most. South Poles really don't have much, except for the bull. So, and I guess maybe because of the testosterone. So, I'm gonna get them fed and removed, give them more grass. So I just figured to do a little update here, show everyone the herd and how things are going.